Yo, what up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on the streets of Bro War. Isn't that what somebody wanted me to say? Thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll move into our pick one, pack one here of the Brothers War draft format. Opened ourselves a Hall of Tagsin. I do like this land, but I do not think it is a first pick worthy card. Sadly, we have only two, maybe 2.5 first pickable cards, and Junkyard Genius, Overwhelming Remorse. There's an Ichor Wellspring here as well. I really don't want to draft red-black again, but they are the best cards in the pack. I almost want to just first pick the Ichor Wellspring, but if we take Ichor Wellspring, we're going to want to be red-black anyways. Gosh, this is brutal. Okay, I guess I'll just take Remorse to stay open. And that way I don't necessarily have to be red-black. We can just be playing black in some other capacity, but pretty sad first pick. Oh, man. If this was the beginning of the format, old me would just take this, but blue-green has really, really dropped off in this format. You need to draft around it correctly if you're going to do so. So I think I'm still going to take the Battery Bearer here. It is the most powerful card in the pack, but you really need early game plays in blue-green, otherwise you just get completely overwhelmed in the early stages just by, you know, the white, red, black decks, any combination of those colors, just playing like 1-drop, 2-drop, or 2-drop, 3-drop. So we'll go with the Battery Bearer here. We'll give it a shot. We're hoping to look for some like golems and stuff after the fact. Ooh, okay. Like normally Mind's Eye is a slam dunk, and this card is very, very strong indeed, but I almost feel like we're supposed to take Sprite. This is a fantastic 2-drop win con. It's a mana sink for the blue-green ramp decks. And yeah, just hard to block, so. Don't get me wrong, Mind's Eye is a really good win con just because of the raw card advantage. It will net you in the long term, but I think I'm supposed to take Sprite here. Got another Remorse. I guess we could go like black-green. There is a golem here as well, in addition to Stern Lesson. So we are seeing good signs for both black and the blue-green archetypes. The removal is just so good. I guess I'd rather stay open to the idea of black-green, but then just take the two good removal spells here. Wow. Wow. What is going on? 5th pick Cindermaw's crazy. Ichor Wellspring again. There is another Golem and an Epic Confrontation. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is so brutal. Okay, well, I will avoid taking the Cindermaw, even though I think it is the best card in the pack, and I will go with the Golem here and maybe lean back towards green-black. Well, the Warplow is decent. It blocks early on. Like I said, you do want some early game plays. So that's fine. It can also be a fatty at the end. Weld is another good one. Okay. So definitely want to be leaning into black. Maybe black-green with a hint of blue, perhaps. Like I said, I'm just trying to actively avoid red-black, but we'll see. Hey, Opportunist. Okay, that's a good sign. 8th pick Opportunist. Let's look to be a green-black deck. I have not done too many green-black decks in the format, but I think they can be really, really good. Obviously, you want to open the, what's it called? Spider. The Skyrider Spider? Something like that. 4-mana, 3/3 reach. ETB, you sack a creature, you get to kill a non-land permanent. That card is just basically a 2-card combo with Emergency Weld, right? You let the spider die, you don't exile it, and then you weld it back. You get a 1/1 token, that which you can then sacrifice to the spider again to kill something else. But this is a fantastic start. I think there were a bunch of different routes we could have ended up going, given the cards we saw. Pretty happy I took the Remorse over the Who's a What's It, but turns out if we had taken the Genius, I guess it's called, we would have gotten like the Cindermaw afterwards as well and still had a really good red-black start. This is not the right spider we're looking for, but it's a solid enough card. I think Gaia's Gift is also a very nice one for the green decks. This trick is just too good. But you can find them later, and you generally don't want to run more than 1 or 2, so I'm okay taking the spider over the first. Intervention is pretty medium. Refinery's not good here. We might play Firebomb. There is a chance. This is more for the big ramp decks, but I do think it's a decent card in those decks. Good start, though. I mean, you can't complain. Hey, well, we're even wheeling the Butcher, which I think is maybe at its best in black-white, but also still just great in green-black. Another spider going around. Good. Yeah, very good. And then some last few pickups. Probably not going to find anything else on the wheel here. If we're looking for self-mill cards, I think I'd rather have Prowlers, the 2-mana 1/1 in green, than the Gigamoles. Wow. Okay. That's huge. We took the Sprite. Oh, no, we took the Golem out of this pack, and we're getting the Confrontation on the wheel, so I think we must be in a pretty good lane. Hopefully we shipped all the red, and so people fight over that now. Yeah, because this looks really good. Oh, God. Oh, we opened one of the sickest rares in the format, and that's the Skitterbeam Battalion. So, if this doesn't have a prototype cost, is it playable? 9 mana is a tough sell. But it's so hard to pass this card, even if you're not playing Rad. Now, we do have a perfectly good Obstinate Baloth here, though. Oh. That sucks. Slightly punished for not taking the red-black cards, but like I said, I'm trying to avoid the red-black if possible. We have one way to make a Power Stone. I'm just going to take the Baloth and be very, very sad. Hopefully we can get rewarded for that pick, because that sucks a lot. Well of Lost Dreams is fun, but it's not very good. We just passed a Pristine Talisman, which is really good with the Well of Lost Dreams, but otherwise you generally don't want to play that card. For us, we have a Skullflare and a Prowler. I think I like taking Prowler 1 here over Skullflare 1. With some nice graveyard synergy. Ooh, hey, this is finally a card I get to play with. So, early on stream, I just ended my stream. We drafted Saheeli twice, and that was my first time playing with Saheeli. I still have not gotten a Wormcoil Engine or Teferi, but this is another one of those mythics that I haven't gotten to play with yet, and this is... kind of wish I had taken the Skitterbeam now, because this card is really good, and it makes a bunch of creatures that add mana. We're passing a Steel Seeker here, Avenger, Gift, Caress, but yeah, Awaken is really solid. Another Emergency Weld here for me over Prowler, over Flask. Third? Oh, no, we have another Golem here. Shoot Down would be good too. How are we looking on removal? We took those 2 Remorses early, and we got the Confrontation on the wheel, so... yeah, I don't think I need to take the Shoot Down this early. I tend to not run more than like 1 of these anyways. And Golems are just super, super good. We have a lot of life gain now. Or at least big chunk of life gain. 2 6 life potentially gains, maybe 3, and then the Baloth for 4. Yes, there it is. That's what it's called. Skyfisher Spider. This is the card we were looking for. And I'm glad we cut off green-black so well in pack 1, because this is the card of dreams. And with 2 emergency welds, yeah. We would also play Gnawing Vermin, certainly. There's no way we pass Spider here. Okay, this deck is looking very good. What are we looking for? Some more self-mill. We passed another Prowler in this pack that could come back around. I think the minimum that you want to cast Awaken the Woods for is like 2 or 3. I think on 2 it's decent, and then on 3 it's really good. Especially in this deck, let's see, because if we cast it on X's 2, then that means we have 4 mana, and we ramp up to 6, and then next turn we could potentially Golem on 7. Nothing much here. Refractor's okay. Stone Retrieval Unit with these top-end cards is, like, fine, not amazing. I think we'd rather take Refractor in case we get some splash-worthy cards. Though I don't plan on starting this in the main deck. I wonder now that we picked up the Spider and we have 2 Welds, if the Wasteful Harvest is worth playing. My only gripe with this card is that it doesn't return any card. It's just from the cards that you milled. You know? They're a pretty good set of cards here. We have a Clear Cutter, another Prowler. Goliath would be fine. I like the Clear Cutter here over the second Prowler, and again, there should be a Prowler coming back around, potentially. Pallbearer is okay at the top end, too. What's our creature count? 11. I've been starting to play the Stalwart a lot more lately as well, but I don't think this is the deck for that, so... Take the big Tree Trampler. Okay, we did wheel the Skull Flare. That's decent. Passing an Aeronaut's Wings there. Which that could be come in handy, but... What am I looking for? Could use with like a Disfigure or 2 if we're lucky. There's a Gaia's Gift on the wheel too. Nice to have one of those. Maybe we don't get that other Prowler. Could take the Razor Maw here instead as well, I guess. This is my least favorite of like the mill cards. It's got a big power for the cost, but trades with basically like when you play a Razor Maw and your opponent plays like the Scuttlemutt, like I can't even remember the name of it now. Just kind of bad. Avenger also not a terrible wheel. Another Razor Maw, and yeah, we effectively have a 2-pack deck here, and we still have a 3rd pack for goodies and for filling out the rest of our plan. Hey, a Gwenna, pack 3 open. So, creature with power 5 or greater. We have a Warplow, an Avenger, and 2 Golems to trigger this. But it's just good otherwise, even if you don't have the big creatures to make the Gwenna start getting bigger and bigger. Passing an Anointer, which doesn't look like it has, in fact, 0 synergy. We have no extra card draws. Okay, so no big deal there. And then Opportunist. Easy Gwenna. Into an easy go for the throat. Yes, indeed. I wonder if Disfigure is better than Go for the Throat in this format. It's probably close. Go for the Throat does hit a good number of creatures, but Disfigure is cheaper and hits, well, anything. Another Steel Seeker. We passed on the first one because we had a better choice at the time, but definitely going to take this one here, even without having that many artifacts. Our total artifact count in cards is 5, but then we have a few different ways to make artifacts, right? The Opportunist makes an artifact, and then the Double Weld also makes artifacts. Sorry, Gigamole. Today's not your day. A 3rd Weld? We probably don't need 3 Welds. We could take Thraxodemon. We could take Shoot Down. Right now we're at 24 playables. What are the cuts right now? I don't really care for Avenger. I think that's usually a fine cut, but I guess Razor Maw is probably a cut. Maybe the Hoarding Recluse. Maybe it's better just to take Shoot Down then. Okay. Gruesome Realization here. It's a pretty late explosion as well. This is good though. This can deal with some pesky early game plays, and then also gives a little bit of card advantage, which, like I said earlier, we don't have any extra card draw effects, so that's good. Another confrontation over Warplow, 2. Okay. Now maybe this is too much removal now. If that's even a thing. Hmm. Corrupt. No, we won't be playing any of these. I'd be surprised if we got anything we wanted to play anymore at this point. Okay. I mean, even the Caress and the Rager would probably make the deck, but... well, maybe I need to say that more often because that was a nutty pickup. Alright, well now we need to cut some... Like, with 2 spiders, we can cut the other spider, the worst one. What's our removal? We have 2 remorses, shoot down, 2 spiders, realization, go for the throat, 2 confrontation. Holy smokes. I'm gonna cut the shoot down, I guess. 1 confrontation's probably okay to cut. And then 16 lands? Man, even the Gigamol's really playable here. Third Weld is also super playable. I don't know. We have an entire 40 cards to choose from in our main. So it looks like Clear Cutter can actually be a cut here. A clear cut, if you will. Yeah, I probably don't need 3 welds. 2 is good. What's my creature count at 15? Maybe I just can cut the Skull Flare? I don't know, this deck seems nuts. 17 lands, is that too many? Maybe if I had gotten another one of the Prowlers, I run 16 lands, but since I only have 1, maybe 17 is good. Crazy draft. I mean, this is just very, very open. We have so many cards that are playable in our sideboard too. That other confrontation, a couple of Razor Maws, the Recluse, Weld number 3, Skull Flare, Shoot Down, Clear Cutter, Pallbearer. Let's see. 2 Remorse, 2 Spiders, Realization, Go for the Throat, 1 Confrontation. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I've actually cut a lot of my... The Steel Seeker doesn't even look that good here, but I guess it's still good enough. I think 16 lands is doable. We can just add the Clear Cutter back in. It's a mana source on turn 3 anyway. Something like that. Maybe I just want run another removal spell instead of the Clear Cutter. Or maybe I go more synergy. What if we cut the... Oh, I guess Steel Seeker does still have synergy because we can surveil stuff to the graveyard. I was going to say, what if we put in the third Weld and some of these Razor Maws? Is that better, maybe? I don't think that's too bad. Just looking for last few cuts here. I mean, the deck's going to be great no matter what, I feel like. Because the more I look at Opportunist, the more it doesn't really do much here, right? We don't have too many artifacts. Yeah, like, cut the Steel Seeker, cut the Opportunist, which is super weird, because this is one of the best green uncommons and one of the best green commons. Put the Weld and maybe 2 of the Razor Maws in. Go like that. And then 16 lands. Yeah, let's go for Synergy. Let's do that. And then I guess just 8/8. Yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, we are currently Diamond 1. I was 1 pip away from Mythic when we did the last draft to end the day on my stream. And then I think we went 1-3 or 2-3, so we're a couple of pips away, but maybe we can hit Mythic with this draft. Here's to hoping we get some good draws. Ugh. Okay, better. Let's pitch the Golem here. I think we want to keep the mill of the Gigamole. If we're, well, okay, well, redrew the other Golem anyways. Scrybug. None of our 3 welds. Let's play out the 1/4 as a good blocker for the engineer and hope we draw a land next turn for Baloth. Alright, well, good news is the Razor Maw does trade with the elite. I think I'd rather save Go for the Throat like an Aeronaut Cavalry or whatever. Aeronaut Cavalry. So I think they have Deadly in hand. Realization with -1/-1 could be very good here. Oh yes, well, we're gonna fire that off now. See ya. Just gonna wipe your board and then hit you for 9, no big deal. They had a dead disenchant in their hand. That is one of the upsides of not running many artifacts. You do leave some of your opponent's cards stranded sometimes. If they have a Deadly, I wouldn't be surprised if they just main phase it on the Razor Maw, right? Ah, that's pretty good. Exile really annoying there too. Kayla's command, make a 2/2, gain 2 life, and scry 2. Okay. Let's play the mole pre-combat and see how many creatures we end up milling. 2. Well, I guess we probably want to take the Avenger, so... Pretty unlikely to hit enough creatures then once the Razormaw dies to activate the Butcher, so we'd rather attack in for 1, although it is possible we hit a bunch of creatures. Nope, just hit the 1, so... Good. Tyrant. That is certainly a Magic the Gathering card. Fortunately, we've got a lot of spiders. It's nice to have access to so much removal. Oh, bleh, speaking of, a second exile effect. No me gusta. Man, they exiled my spider. Feels bad. I guess I'm gonna grab the 4/2 back. The highest power I can grab and cast immediately. And we still get that 1/1 token for our other spider in our hand eventually. No reason to attack here while they have open mana to pump. The Paratrooper does trade with Razormaw while they have 5 mana, but they have to keep holding open 5 mana to do so, so... Just waste their mana by making them continuously hold open 5, you know? Okay. Now we can just attack into it. Looks like they might have like a Whirling Strike. I have to be very careful. I have 16 cards in my deck, and if both of these die, we go down to 8. Oh, Discipline, same thing. Alright, I go down to 8 cards left in library. Milled 2 removal spells and a Weld. And then milled 4 lands, okay. Well, good news is we can definitely win with the cards that we have here currently. That was a good draw for them. Okay. Another Weld, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't quite go Avenger into Spider, sadly. I guess what we can do is gain 6, untap our Gwenna, attack for 4. I guess I should probably play it safe, though. I don't want to die to Sibling Rivalry, so... We'll leave the 1/1 back to block for a turn. Even if they have the trample effect, I take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, well, they're dead on board. Alright, they left themselves dead on board. We take those. Maybe they thought I was going to trade. Alright, 2 more wins in a row. We'll make it back into Mythic here. And this is, what, day 2 or 3 of the season, so we should probably place in the top 10 or 20. Let's keep it going. Okay, on to our next round. This hand would be good with a green source, but I think we'll have to mulligan that down to 6er. Alright, and this is a keepable 6. Let's Pitch the Avenger here. We might get to actually cast this Awaken the Woods cards finally. Hopefully this Prowler goes and finds a swamp for us. It did. Good, good. Probably just going to be drawing 2 cards with Realization would be my guess. Oh, well, that makes it a little less tempting. But I still think we do this because we have Awaken the Woods for a bunch of 1/1s anyways. Cindermaw, yeah, that's fine. Do we want to just Remorse the Cindermaw, or do we want to Awaken the Woods for 2 here? I don't think we want to Spider the Cindermaw quite yet. So I guess we do have the Overwhelming Remorse in hand. The thing is, the Prowler is such a good blocker here as well. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just do this for 2. That seems good enough. We have a lot of chonkers that we can draw. I am A-okay with them using a bunch of removal spells to kill these. Ooh, that's good too. Okay, so now we will attack for 1. I assume they're just going to take it. Doesn't make sense to block. And if they do, that's fine. And we get to Spider. Sack the Prowler. Kill the Cindermaw. And then we can play the Sprite if we want to. I think that's fine. That lets them attack with the Rock Hunter if they want to, but we kind of want the Spider to die, you know? Okay, well, they get to draw 1 card off of that, but that's not a big deal. We can just immediately Remorse. And say go. We're gonna hold the Weld. Redundancy is king here, my friend. And I'm just gonna pass, start leveling up my Spider, or Sprite. Okay, that's fine. I think I like double blocking here and then welding back our Spider. And let's go ahead and attack for 4 and play out the Plow. Should try to be a little bit careful, but they don't have too many cards left in their hand. Oh. Guess that's annoying. Okay, we'll just take it. Sure. So I think we're probably supposed to play it a little bit conservatively now so we don't just die out of nowhere. I'm a little bit scared of sibling rivalry, but I guess I'm not going to play around exactly that one. If we get to untap here, we should just be good to go. They mill. Obliterating? Sure. Do I go for lethal? I guess I do. Remorse this. Go for the throat this. And even though they give a creature -1/-1, this is still going to be 11 damage. That's fine. They go to 2, we gain all of our life back now. I can't play an artifact creature, and we have big beats, baby. Yeah. Okay, we are at that lonely single pip away from a mythic. And like I said, it's so early in the season that we should be able to place in the top 10 or 20, I would think. I wouldn't be surprised if we place it like rank 2 or 3, though. I mean, I haven't been grinding that heavily, but I doubt there are that many mythics, so. The problem is, if we hit mythic early, it's going to take a long time to queue up. I mean, obviously I have the power of pausing and whatnot, but, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, okay, we're going up against a mythic number 4. So that tells us there are, well, I guess that there are just at least 4 mythics. I guess that doesn't mean much at all, does it? Alright, 2 emergency weld in our opening hand. We're going to want to find some ways to mill some cards. Opponent has Opter Mechanic on turn 2 here. Yeah, I think we'll just trade if they attack. Oh, they have Disfigure. I guess I will not trade. I don't think we're going to weld that back. I think I'll just go for the Throat the Mechanic. And then plan on playing out the Baloth. Hope they don't have a way to exile it so that I can just keep bringing it back with Weld. That's fine. Yeah, so they're just on the blue-black draw 2 deck. So Overwhelming Remorse is what we don't want to see. I mean, I guess it's bad if they have the Weak Stone as well. They're going to probably take Epic Confrontation now, aren't they? Annoying. Because I don't think they can let their Commando die, so... Okay, we're probably going to need to go a little bit aggressive and just weld back our Sprite and then play it next turn while bashing for 4. They're thinking about taking the gift, it looks like. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they did decide to take the confrontation, no surprise. It's a pretty good draw. Only problem with bringing back the Sprite is that we made our Remorse uncastable, but... Gurgling Anointer. That's a lot of flyers. Okay. Let's go to combat. I did not mean to attack with my 1/1 token, but that's what I get for just attacking with all. Anointer is going to block the 1/1. Whoopsies. Yeah, that is not what I meant to do. Oh well. So they sack their Anointer, or rather sack their Courier, draw a card. I guess I'll save my creature and go ahead and just exile their Anointer now. But that was a slight mistake. And they still have perfect information on my hand, too. I think if we draw one of our spiders, it's going to be pretty hard to lose. Yeah, there's the Trent Stalker, too. I guess we just have to go butcher and pass. So they know I have Gaia's Gift, so if they attack, it's pretty awkward for us. Given what they know I have it. That remorse on that anointer is going to bite me in the butt. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, I'm going to go for it. Little game of cat and mouse here. Again, they know I have the gift. I know they know I have the gift. Ah, they can just save it with Moment of Defiance. So they're going to gain 6 life here? Sure. They're back at 20. Did not draw Spider. Spider or bust for us. Ooh, they milled Desynchronize and a Might Stones. That's also very bad. They'd probably take the Desynchronize because they just leave us with a 2-turn air clock. Yeah. Yeah, if they just put back one of these, then they know I die next turn, so that will be the ball game. Alright, GG's. This game's a lot easier when you draw spiders. Alright, we need to go win 2 in a row again. Okay, on to our 4th game. That's a nice looking hand on the draw. Turn 2, turn 3. I guess we can't turn 4 that, but pretty good looking hand. Do need to find a couple more spells though. If I just rattle off a couple of lands, this is going to be bad. Gonna get presumably aggro here, Boros. Guess I'm happy not to see a creature on turn 2 though. Ay ay ay. Okay. I need to start finding some spells because keeping a 4-lander and drawing 2 lands immediately, it is not. Wow. That is very frustrating. Furthermore, the Cindermaw that they just played turns off the lifelink of the, or life gain of the Golem too. Well, we're probably just going to run out the Golem as a 3/3 blocker for the Cindermaw, if nothing else. Wow. Okay. I think I have to take this trade then. This is really garbage. 2 for 1-ing myself when I'm flooding out is not where you want to be. Well, that's a good redraw, at least. Okay, I'm actually okay to run this out as a 3/3 then, since we drew Weld, plus I have nothing else going on anyways. Mythics and rares, pretty good. It's a good draw, though. Let's go get back our golem here. Still can cast the Remorse as well. They were on the play, so they missed a land drop, which means they have at least 4 spells in their hand, too, though. I don't think we want to Remorse lore in. Need to wait for something a little bit scarier. That's already done its work. Yeah, Cohort's pretty annoying. Gosh, they just have so many more spells than we do, though. These are the type of games that just feel like they're unwinnable. We draw another Weld. Yeah, I think I just wait until next turn. I mean, the Trenches is still going to get us at some point, too, because they can spend the 6 to exile the Golem, and I can't do anything about that. Yeah, this is... We just need to find Spider. Spider is our best. That can find Spider, but we want to cast Golem here first. I suppose if they don't draw a land next turn, they can't activate the Trenches. No. What can you do? Yeah, sometimes the draws just don't line up versus the opponent very well. Take 10 here, I guess. Wait, whoops. Why did they do that? Don't know what that was. Come on, Spider off the top. And then maybe we have a chance. Okay. That's not the worst. That does buy me a bit of time on the ground. Now they still have the flyer active. But all of a sudden, a Spider off the top, sack the Golem, bring back the Golem, kill their cavalry. I've seen worse things. Let's chump, double block, and chump. I guess I should probably eat. We need to keep one of our Dryads, because that way with 8 mana we can Gigamole into Spider, return the Spider, and cast the Spider. And it's very oh, or we'll just draw the Spider. Perfect. Okay. I guess let's Mole first. Maybe we hit a different Spider. Hey, we did! And the Baloth. But I think we just grab another Spider here. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Ah, it's really bad too. I wonder if they just attack for 3 in the air. Like, attack with the Trooper and then pump it. Oh, they're letting me block. Okay. I think that was probably wrong of them. Sweet. So I think I'm going to go ahead and gain the life. And play it a little bit safe. I don't know why they haven't started activating their trenches, but now they're giving me time, and they're giving me a lot of time. Okay. Holy smokes. Now we don't even need to bother killing the paratrooper quite yet. We still have another golem in our graveyard too if we want to weld that back instead. Hey, they finally did it. Sweet. Good draw too, so now we get to attack for 3. Play the secondary spider. Back the dryad, kill the paratrooper. Oh, I can kill trenches, that's right! Oh, I'm so stupid. I totally forgot you could kill... I'm bad. I mean, I think I was supposed to kill the flyer the first time around anyways, but I totally forgot that spider was that good. Okay, I hope they kill the spider. Perfect. Now we get to not eat it, decline, weld it back, and kill their tyrant, and they're gonna scoop. This game was absurd for us. So let's just... I guess that doesn't matter. They're probably pretty mad. Or at least I would be. What? I had to beat Trenches, Tyrant, Lauren. Okay, I mean, holy smokes. Sheesh. So I think I probably need to get any more self-mill ways in the deck, because it's just too imperative that we hit Spider. Like, maybe I'm supposed to run the last Razor Maw, and maybe Wasteful Harvest is actually playable here. With 3 welds. You know what would have been good in a lot of these games? The shoot down, too. I still can't believe I'm not running, like, Steel Seeker and Opportunist, but it just doesn't make sense for them to be in the deck. Yeah, what if instead of Gaia's Gift, I try Wasteful Harvest? I'm gonna do that. With 3 welds, that has to be better. Alright, once again, we just need to win one more game, get to that Mythic rank. Okay. Mythic match point again. Opening hand looks reasonable. 2-drop, 3-drop, recursion, and removal. But no spider. Playing against red with Blast Runner. That is scary. And a Stone Seeker too, shoot. Okay. Once again, we are drawing a bunch of land. We're gonna have to play very defensively. Hope that they don't have Obliterating Bolt here. If they do have a removal, hope it's just like a excavation. Well, I guess we hope that they just don't have removal, period, but... I think mono red is the most frequent mono color in this format. That's not to say they can't be playing black as well. I mean, they might just be missing their second color, but... Alright, they did have an explosion. That's fine. I'll take 2. No big deal. It's 3 lands in a row. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to play defensively. Because we don't want to waste a removal spell on one of those right now when we just have a good early amount of blockers. We want to save the Remorse for something scary. Okay, now I'm starting to... well, no. Strongbolt with Ichor. Could still be mono red, but... looks like they are indeed playing the red-black sack. Everything they've played so far is pretty good. Blast Runner, Stone Seeker, Ichor, and Excavation. I guess the silver lining if we do draw another land next turn is that we can start activating Butcher, and then Sprite's not too far away from activating itself as well. Yeesh. Good draws. For them, anyway. I think I'm gonna hold off on welding the Sprite back. Remember, we only have 3 welds. Well, only, quote-unquote, 3, but rather, I only have 2 welds left, and we'd rather save those for more relevant threats right now. Again, they can't really attack into this, so... They are really hoping to find their Strongbull or something, aren't they? They're gonna kill my 1/1, try to get aggressive? Maybe another Disfigure, maybe? I'll double block if they attack. Okay, let's see what's up. Ah, now I'm worried that they actually have another Excavation Explosion if they're willing to make that trade. That, or maybe they just have a Recursion. They do. Okay. Yeah, their deck is nice. Yeah, that's a pretty good draw with 6 mana. Oops. I mean, what? We have 2 Golems and a Baloth in our deck, so we have some good ways to gain life back. There's the Strongbull. Alright, well, good thing we held on to the Remorse. So they can sack the Wellspring main phase. Looks like they want to try to find another spell. Furthermore, this gives the Blast Runner Menace. Yeah. Gross. Very gross. We just need to deal with that immediately, I think. I guess I should have attacked first and seen if they blocked and sacked. For now, I think we'll just sit back. So in a pinch, they can still sack their Flask to give the Blast Runner a little bit of menace. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't think they should do it yet. Oh, they are. Interesting. Given that they just played another Blast Runner, it would actually make a lot more sense to hold that another turn, wouldn't it? But I guess they were trying to get aggressive here. Alright, let's give this Vigilance. And then just play out our War Plow. I lose 1 damage, but I gain another blocker. And then if I just draw another land next turn, we are definitely going to weld back. They did have Rivalry. Okay. Well... Hearthstone Fracture, GG. Yeah, sure. You can't really beat that kind of draw. I mean, what are you gonna do? Literal perfects. Ugh. So my other play was to instead weld back one of my creatures and play it so I get 1/1 token and another creature in addition to having... what happens then? They still steal the Avenger. Oh no, we still lose that game. They steal the Avenger, they give it flying, they fracture my creature that I welded back. The 2 goblins get menace anyways, yeah. Oh, well, tough to beat those kind of draws, but we just haven't been drawing our spiders. Like, we have 2 spiders, and we have a bunch of ways to mill into them and stuff, and we just, maybe I need to mulligan it more aggressively, but I don't think you're supposed to mulligan those type of hands that I've been opening, you know? Plus, how can you beat the opponent drawing like they did? Sometimes they just have it. Yeah, I mean, this is a very good hand. No spider, but very, very good hand. I guess Prowler can put a spider in the graveyard, potentially. Good draws, at least now. Holy crap, well... I'm just gonna leave all 3 of those lands in the graveyard. That was kind of nice. The opponent gave me a Power Stone. Green-white Power Stone, huh? Usually if you're running Spider, you want to have a decent number of artifact hits in your deck, because when you're playing it, you often give the opponent the first activation, right? Oh, it's just a 3/3. Sure. Probably want to go for the throat that officer. No weld or no spider in our hand. There's the weld. Okay, good. I'm gonna play out the 4/4 first here, instead of killing their officer, though, because if they want to spend 4 mana this next turn to activate the officer, I think I'm okay with that. Fine. I guess let's attack with the Razor Maw and see if they block. With the officer? That's what I want you to block with. Yeah, that makes the most sense. We're just doing this to get creatures in our graveyard, hopefully. Weld, gruesome, and we milled 2 welds. Ay. Like I said, this has been pretty frustrating. I think this deck's amazing, but our draws have just not been cooperating at all. Hey! Complain and draw what you need. Isn't that always the case? I think I'm just gonna pass here, wait for them to activate their officer, and go for the throat the officer. We want them to choose a card first. Maybe they choose something different based on if I kill the officer or not, you know? I guess I should probably kill their spider at this point too, since they're only 1 mana away from activating that. Okay. Sure. Butcher's good here too. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can wait a turn. We'll play out the Butcher instead of spidering their spider. So they drew one off the recruitment officer, and they drew precursor golem off of that. Oh, this could actually be good. They have another golem. They have Boulder Branch golem. So if they don't have a way to protect this precursor golem, we can actually get one extra bit of value here. And the nice thing is, even if they have... Oh, no, that's not true. We could actually get extremely wrecked if they do have... So Epic Confrontation doesn't work with Precursor Golem. I'm probably supposed to wait here. Play the Burrowing Razor Maw, pass. See if they go for something aggressively, and then I can, in response, Overwhelming Remorse. Precursor Golem is so nasty. 9 power for 5 mana. Yeah. Oh boy. My confidence is not high this game. They could have a Gaia's Might, they could have another Lauren's Escape. I think I'm gonna go for confrontation here first, see if we can maybe bait something else out. Okay. Let's weld back our spider. And this way it doesn't look very strange because I can't recast the spider. Do it. Go for it. Darn. The downside is I'm also giving them more time to find another Lauren's Escape or a Gaia's Might if they don't already have it, but I don't know. That sucks that we milled 2 welds there. Come on, tap out. The fact that they haven't tapped out, but they've been doing stuff, leads me to believe it might be that they have another trick, you know? Maybe they have a recommission they're thinking about? Well, that's not bad. They don't have many creatures that can actually block the sprite, so... Yeah, I mean, we're sitting back and we're activating Butcher. Like, both players have a very high life total. But yeah, the dream here would be that they play out another Boulder Branch Golem. Ah, this is so brutal. Once again, the Burrowing Razor Maw could actually be detrimental. Milling myself out. I mean, what else do I have in the deck still? Let's see. I have Awake in the Woods, Gwenna, Harvest, Gigamole. Ooh. So both Harvest and Gigamole are kind of awkward for self-mill purposes, but... My worst fear is that eventually they draw into, like, Giant Growth plus Gaia's Might. And then we just get wrecked. Man, they're tanking deep about something. Lauren back in... Ah, so maybe they were... Maybe they were waiting to see if the precursor golem would die. Okay, now we can go for it. Because they only have one green available. Very nice. So that's going to take care of their precursor tokens and their boulder branch. And we get to start attacking. Oh, that's a good draw too. Let's see. I'm guessing I'm probably just want to kill their Thran Spider again, though. And then let's start punching in. Okay. They have giant growth after all. So they did have giant growth to go along with their golems. So we milled Awaken and a Gigamole plus 2 lands. Ten cards left in my deck. Ugh. I'm afraid we're gonna go to mill out, but we'll see. Looks like they might have a recommission. Maybe it's a repair and recharge. We still have the 2 golems, the Gwenna, another Remorse, another Spider. So we have a lot of gas. Lands and Wasteful Harvest are our worst draw. But out of the 10 cards, we have 1, 2, 3. We have half of our deck is good hits. The other half is bricks. Hits and bricks. Well, they're going to time out if they don't do something here. Hello? I mean, I guess Wasteful Harvest isn't a true brick, but it's pretty close to a brick. Yep, there's the recommission for Spider. Ooh, they have an Aeronaut's Wings. Okay, no, they can start attacking. Not for much damage, but some. I guess I have Spider, and that's not even true. I can trade with the... Might as well. Go ahead and gain 7 life. They did not re-equip. Why didn't they equip? I almost wonder if we don't even want to play one of these out yet. And just start leveling up my Sprite and keep shooting them for 2. That seems okay. Furthermore, if I hold on to these and then draw Gwenna, we can make the Gwenna pretty big by waiting. Down to Scuttlemutt. Okay, we don't care about that. feel like it must be Gaia's Might or something in their hand for them not to have equipped last turn. But we're at a pretty healthy life total. We still have another Boulder Branch in our deck, too. So this is good. Yeah, it's gotta be Gift. They can't block my Sprite this turn, though, so... we get to punch them for quite a bit. I think I just activate. Now they have to be very careful. The Butcher's still pinging them for 2 every turn as well, so... Alright, so they probably drew a land this turn that they're going to discard. Yep. That's fine. But now Gift on Lauren and blocking the Sprite doesn't even work, because we're already at a 6/6. I like that. And they bricked, okay. So they can't even attack here. Oh, no, you cannot do that. You will die if you do that, yeah. Because they have to chump the Sprite now. Good. And so now we can play out another creature. The Sprite's already lethal by itself. They need a non-artifact creature. Or removal spell. And I'm pretty sure it's just Gaia's Gift in their hand, and Spider only finds other artifacts, so... Woo. Looking good, I think. They've actually almost dug it through as many cards as I have. But as a redraw, I bet you they discard Gaia's Gift here. That's my guess, anyways. Oh, Disenchant! That's what they've been holding on to this entire time. All right, well, it was a different 2-mana spell. I guess that one makes sense too. By the way, we drew our spiders and we won the game. So, as is the natural sequence of things. Haste, flying, attack with the 2 unblockables. I guess I might as well attack with that too. Nope, that doesn't work. GG's. All right, oof. What are we? 4-2, 3-2. Back within 1 pip? That one game lasted like 20 minutes, it felt like. 4-2. Okay, come on. Come on. Just one more win. Give me the Mythic. Okay. 4-2. If we win, we're a champion. We hit Mythic. If we lose, our draft is done. We finally have an opening hand Spider. I think this is a keeper, though. Like, we have turn 2 removal active, we have a turn 3 Butcher, and if we find a green source, then we're really just lickety-splitty. Oh god, please. Please just give me the forest next turn. We're at 2 draws, no land. Oh my gosh. My opponent's not even doing anything? This is a joke. Ah. Well, I mean, that's good for us. Forest, please? Five draws, and we've drawn one swamp, huh? That's incredible. Okay. Sometimes Magic just doesn't want you to win. I mean, we're not dead or anything by any means. Like, opponent's not doing anything, but... well, now they are. Oh, man. These type of games make me so upset. Like, the variance is unreal here. That's fine. I'd rather them use a combat trick like that than play out more creatures. We're really hoping they just don't play any more creatures. This is a complete joke. 8 draws now, and nothing. To say this is frustrating is an understatement. Guys might, GG. Or whatever guy's gift. Alright, so admittedly I kept a hand with 3 swamps, but 8 draws, no forest. That's pretty unlucky. The starting draw is like 25% chance to draw a forest on any given draw, right? Something like that. Oh, well, that's a sad. I think this deck was amazing, and we just every single loss felt like bad luck in some variety. Now, some people are gonna argue, well, you shouldn't have kept that hand. No, I think that hand was absolutely fine. You saw how much time we had. Like, we had a removal spell on 2, we had a 1/4 on 3. That's gonna buy a lot of time. So, not seeing one of 8 sources in the first 15 cards overall is bad. And then, after keeping that hand, though, it's not seeing one of 8 sources in 8 draws, which is still pretty unlikely, I think. I mean, whatever. That's Magic, baby. I think this deck was really, really good. Sometimes they just don't pan out as you would want them. It just hurts that we were, once again, 1 pip away from Mythic, so otherwise I wouldn't have cared as much. But good stuff. I hope we can draft more decks like this and maybe try to avoid some more of that red-black nonsense like we did. But GG's. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.